You get a hat, and you get a hat.
Hey guys, Gibberish HS here today, and huge news, we have the new expansion, Ashes of Outland, a new class, something I never thought would happen, at least not for a long time. Demon Hunter is a class now in Hearthstone, and then Priest is getting reworked too, like a bunch of things is happening, and there's so much to talk about. Today we're going to focus mainly on the Demon Hunter class, what I think about it, and the Priest reworks. We will go more into the Ashes of Outland card reviews in another video, but for now we're just going to focus on Demon Hunter and all I think about it and all this, because we have a lot to talk about with Demon Hunter. So one thing I thought was really cool is, first of all, if you check out when I reacted to the Choose Wisely cinematic, right before BlizzCon, I said one of the things that Hearthstone needs to do is either add a new game mode or a new class to it to really help flesh out the game more, to really help, just get it going more, And yeah, and so they did that with Battlegrounds at BlizzCon, and now they've done it with this. So it's kind of cool that that kind of happened, I thought. And I asked one of the artists out there at BlizzCon, do you think classes will be coming anytime soon? And he said not likely. So he lied to me. Shame on you. But no, I'm really excited about the new class. I think it looks a lot of fun. I haven't played it yet, but from what I can see, it looks like very different ways of playing it. So I'm going to go over the cards and the hero power and all that. I'm not going to rate anything. I'm not going to give it a star rating because we have no way of knowing if this will be good or not. This is a new class, guys. This is the first time this has ever happened. There's no way to tell if this has ever happened before. So yeah, we're going to go into that, alright? So let's start with Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is the new class in Hearthstone where you can play as Illidan. It's coming into Ashes of Outland April 7th, and it's going to be a huge part of Hearthstone. We're also going to have a new hero power that goes with him and everything. This is a new class. I can't stress that enough. So, what is the hero power? Well, the hero power gives you +1 attack this turn. That may seem like garbage, but it only costs 1 mana. This allows you to be very aggressive and allows you to do a lot of flexibility. For what we're about to see is Demon Hunter is going to have a lot of flexibility in how they use their hero power. So, let's get into the cards. Starting off, we have, Blur. Blur is a 0-cost spell. Common, it says your hero can't take damage this turn. Now, since we don't really know the class set as well, I think this is more powerful than it seems, because we see a lot of attacking with your hero with Demon Hunter. I mean, the hero power is 1 mana attack with your hero power, basically with your hero. So this is a very strong card. If this attacking with your hero becomes very useful for future weapons that you'll see in this set, you're gonna realize how this works. Alright, so Blur, not a bad card, has potential. Twin Slice, 0-cost spell. Give your hero +1 attack this turn, add a 2nd slice to your hand. Basically the same card, except for you don't get it again. It's just, you get it twice, that's it, like Twin Spell. This card actually has a lot of potential for the flexibility of moving cards in your hand, which will really help with your new hero card, the new keyword that we'll see in this expansion. So don't write this one off yet. It has a lot of potential, even though it may look a little weird. The thing is, guys, we're going to see a brand new type of meta with this class. Like, that's the thing about it. These type of spells may not work in Priest or Rogue, but they may work in Demon Hunter. So we got to give them all a chance. Shadow Hoof Slayer is a 1-cost 2/1 demon. That could be useful. Battlecry, give your hero +1 attack this turn. I think this is just a good card. And it's for the basic set. So I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping they'll make the basic set better and better throughout, because the basic set should be good. I hate it when, the basic set is garbage and people are like, well, these are cards that, They're just the basic set. They're supposed to be. No, they shouldn't be. They should be playable cards. They shouldn't be OP to the point where they need to go to the Hall of Fame, but they should be good cards that you can incorporate in your deck, in my opinion. This is a good card. 1 cost 2/2 demon, battle Fend, or Fend, I'm not sure how to say that. After your hero attacks, gain +1 attack. Considering that you can attack for 1 mana with your hero power, this is crazy. Getting a 1 cost 3/2? That is ridiculous, because there's no counter. Like, we see Flame Imp, you play him and he deals 3 damage to your hero. This is no downside. This is crazy good card. Consume magic, spell, silence an enemy minion, outcast, draw a card. What is outcast? Well, outcast is the newest keyword where you gain a bonus if the card is your left or rightmost card in your hand. Now that is a very interesting hero keyword, because it's never been really used before. We saw it a little bit with Stargaze Luna for the Bloomsday Project, I believe it was. So, and she saw some play, but it was the rightmost, and that was a very different type. So we can't really write this off because it has a lot of benefits to it. And you're going to see that a lot in Demon Hunter. A lot of cards, they do one thing, but then they also have a benefit with it. So you can silence an enemy minion, but you also get to draw a card if you do this. You're going to see a lot of that in Demon Hunter. So, very interesting card. Mana Burn is a 1 cost spell. Your opponent has 2 fewer mana crystals. This could be useful if you're trying to stop him from pulling off a combo, or if you're about to do a lot of aggressive damage. So, I kind of consider this, if we get anything kind of like Savage Roar. Let's say you set up your board for a Savage Roar next turn. Play this card so he may not be able to afford the board clear he needs to defeat you. Very interesting card for the meta. Urzu Horror is a 1 cost 2/1 demon. Therefore, add a 2/1 lost soul to your hand. It's a common. This is a good card. It's just good. I mean, you get a 1/2/1, and then when it dies, you get to play another one for next turn. And the cool thing is, if they kill this turn 1, then you just play it again and you get to use your hero power, which is really cool. Chaos Strike, 2 cost spell. Give your hero +2 attack this turn, draw a card. You see what I mean? 2 things happening at once. Considering that attacking with your hero is very important for Demon Hunter, it seems, this is a very interesting card that could have a lot of potential. I'm not going to write it off yet. I think it's going to be good. Furious Felfen, 2 cost 3/2. Now this one's definitely for the Ashes of Outland set, if I'm right. We can tell by the little background thing that you can see there. So that is something I'm pretty sure will be part of the Ashes of Outland expansion. Battlecry, if your hero has attacked this turn, gain +1 attack and rush. It's a 3/2 Murloc. I'm not sure how strong Murlocs will be part of Demon Hunter. The interesting thing about this is that it's not part of the basic set, so they won't have a huge part to play. This is just a Murloc you have in the set. And it's really good. A 4/2 with Rush is easily a great card for 2 mana. And it's very easy to achieve with that 1 mana hero power. And that's the thing, guys. When I first heard about the hero power, I was like, I don't know about this. But if you think about it, with these cards that we're seeing, there's so much potential, guys. There really is a lot of potential to work with. Spectral Sight is a 2 cost spell. Draw a card, outcast, draw another. For 2 mana, drawing 2 cards is incredible. If you just drew this on turn 2, that's great. If you didn't, okay, so now you may have to position your cards a little more. The cool thing about this is that cards like Blur and Twin Slice, which are 0 costs, they can really help you position your cards better because they're so cheap. Blade Dance, 2 cost spell. Deal damage equal to your hero's attack to 3 random enemy minions. So this is just pretty good, I think. So Blade Dance, I think it's a pretty good card. Sorry about that. It's a pretty good card because, you know, it has a lot of, we're seeing a lot of board control with Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter has a lot of ways to control the board with cards like Chaos Strike, you know, attacking with your hero power, Blade Dance, you know, a lot of cards that help you with this. And so I think this is going to just be a good card. I think this is part of the standard set, so it has a lot of potential. Definitely interesting. Not going to rule this one out. Feast of Souls is a 2 cost spell. Draw a card for each friendly minion that dies this turn. This card I was very skeptical at first because we've seen cards like this in the past, but I think Demon Hunter has a lot of possibilities to make this work. We're going to have to wait to see what the meta is for this class, but I think it has a lot of potential. Umberwing is a 2-cost 1/2 weapon, common. Battlecry summon 2 1/1 Fellwings. So, yeah, that's just pretty good. Get 2 1/1s with a 1/2 weapon. That's not bad. I mean, there are far worse cards to get in the game. It's a very good opening card because also with your hero power, you can also gain the more attack you need for this. So very interesting. Aldrich, I'm not sure to say that. Warblades, 3-cost 2/3 lifesteal. That's just good. We are going to see lifesteal throughout this set a little bit. They do. Demon Hunters seem to like to quick amount of healing, just little bits like this. With spell damage and other things like that, it can make that really, really strong. Coordinated Strike is a 3-cost basic spell. Summon 3 1/1 Illidari with Rush. Now, the cool thing about this is that with cards like Feast of Souls, it has a lot of potential. I just think that this is a little too expensive for this card. And I think there's a better version coming up. Satyr Overseer, 3-cost 4/2. After your hero attacks, summon 2/2 Satyr. It's a demon. Is that good? That's incredible. You're going to be able to attack really, really easy. I can't stress how many times I can say that, right? You're going to be able to attack super easy. So a 3-cost 4/2 that gives you a 2/2. Great card. Soul Cleave, lifesteal for 3 mana, deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions. The lifesteal is what pushes this card from to great. This is really, really good. Great card. Eye Beam, 3-cost epic spell. Lifesteal, deal 3 damage to a minion. Outcast, this costs 0. Now this is really, really cool because you have a lot of potential to trying to make this Outcast work. We don't know, to be honest, how well this Outcast spell works right now. We honestly don't. We haven't played it. We don't know. But if this, I think Outcast is going to be such a new mechanic. It's going to refresh the game to a point where we're going to try to make it work. So I have faith that this is going to be an amazing card. Wrathscale Naga, 3-cost 3/1. After a friendly minion dies, deal 3 damage to a random enemy, not a minion, enemy. With cards like Coordinated Strike, that is very plausible, very interesting. 4-cost 5/3, rare, rush, Outcast gain immune this turn. Is that good? That's pretty good, yeah, if Outcast works. But even so, that's still an okay card. Raging Fell Screamer is a 4-cost 4 for a rare. Not that good stats, but you play a demon, your next demon costs 2 less. And it goes past your turn, if I'm right. It just says the next demon you play. So if I'm right, you could wait a turn to do this, which makes this even better. Now you wouldn't want to play this on turn 4, but it still has a lot of potential. We've seen cards like this for dragons, so seeing demons and Demon Hunter is not uncommon. So I can definitely see this being good. Soul Split is a 4-cost spell, rare. Choose a friendly demon, summon a copy of it. Now these cards have been hard to fit into decks before, because in order to get the effect that you need off of it, it really needs to be just a good demon or a really strong type of, you know what I mean, a very strong type of demon presence for you to but to use 4 mana to do that is very, very interesting. So we would have to see a more late game Demon Hunter deck emerge from this to be good, and I think that is very plausible. Chaos Nova, deal 4 damage to all minions. Really good card. 5-cost 7/4, Glaive Bound Adept. Battlecry, if your hero attack this turn, deal 4 damage. You can deal it to anyone you want. Board control or face. This is a card that's going to help you catch up if you're falling behind and push forward if you're ahead. And Prison Antine. It's a demon, 5-cost 10/6 demon. It goes dormant for 2 turns. This is for the Ashes of Outland. When this awakens, deal 10 damage randomly split among all enemies. Holy crap, this is crazy. I'm reading this for the first time, guys. That is a crazy good card. deal 10 damage during spin among all enemies. If he doesn't... So, this is the thing. You play this on turn 5. It doesn't come out to turn 7. So, it gives him time to prepare for this. But if he doesn't, he gets 10 damage straight to the face on turn 7 and has to deal with a 10-6. If he does, he probably loses at least a minion or two on the board while taking damage to the face, and he has to deal with a 10-6 demon. This is a really good card. I am a big fan of this. Metamorphosis is a 5-cost legendary spell for the Ashes of Outland expansion. Swap your hero power to deal 5 damage. After 2 uses of it, swap back. Now, this is the thing, I'm not completely sure, but I'm pretty sure that this will stay at 1 mana. So doing 1 mana for 5 damage is crazy. It doesn't go to the face, it doesn't go to the minions, it's up to you. You decide. You choose. That's crazy good. Now that is a lot of mana to push forward, but if you're playing a very aggressive style Demon Hunter deck, this could be a card you would definitely want in there. Skull of Godin is a 5-cost spell. Draw 3 cards. Outcasts reduce their cost by 3. Very strong, alright? This is going to help you if you're ahead and trying to play a late game deck with some big demons. This is the card for you. 5-cost 3/4 Epic Warglaze of Azzinoth. After attacking a minion, your hero may attack again. We've seen this work before, but this is a much better version, in my opinion, from the warrior version, because you get to attack face. And plus, with your hero power, which helps your weapon, this is a very strong card. Because now, for 6, you can play this, and then maybe wait a turn or whatever, use your hero power, and use that. Now you have a 4/4 weapon. Or, with these other cards we've seen, like Chaos Strike, this is very easy to achieve. We're seeing a lot of weapon buffs, or just attack buffs for your hero. Command the Illidari is a 5-cost spell. Summon 6 1/1 Illidari with Rush. Now, this is very similar to the Locust spell we've seen for Hunter. I think this is much better though. The Locust spell gives you 1 more minion, but it costs 1 more mana. That 1 more mana is really, really crucial for me, because this allows you to get out the minion early. The minion is on turn 5, which is probably when you need them the most. Now you may be thinking, what about that 1 extra minion? Well, the thing is, sometimes you usually have a minion on the board already when you're playing that. So that 1 extra minion isn't really that crucial. I would much rather trade a mana rather for a 1/1 minion. 5-cost 2/6 Wrathspite Brute. After this is attacked, deal 1 damage to all enemies. It's a demon and it has taunt. So this is a card I didn't like at first, but the more I looked at it, the more I was like, oh wait. This includes spells. This includes the hero. This includes the minions. Anytime it's attacked, this is going to help you. It helps you within your aggro deck because this helps you stall and deal damage and clear the board. This would help you against treants because they come at you. Yep, deal 1 damage. Yep, deal 1 damage. Crazy interesting card that I am a big fan of. Flame Reaper is a 7-cost 4/3. I'm pretty sure this is part of the classic set, but I'm not sure. Also damages the minions next to whoever you attack. It's a very expensive weapon, but with a huge benefit. With your hero power and the other cards we see, that could be a force to reckon with. Hulking Overfan is a 8-cost 5/10 demon with Rush. After this attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. Is this good? Hell yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. If Demon Hunter late game is a thing, which I think it will be. Pet Commander, 9-cost 7/9 taunt. That's kind of low stats for that cost, even for a demon. But at the end of your turn, summon a demon from your deck. This is the recruit mechanic from Kobolds, and hell yeah, is that good. If again we have late game demons. Now with cards like Imprisoned Antane or whatever, that card that we saw, it goes dormant. I'm not sure if you summon this from your deck, does it stay dormant? Or does it, so does it appear dormant, or is it just a 10/6? Either way, still very, very good. So those are all of the Demon Hunter cards. We went through them all, guys. It was a lot. That was a lot of cards. But, we had some updated because I waited a little longer, so I apologize for that. But now it's time to talk about Year of the Phoenix and the Hall of Fame cards and the Priest cards. Yeah, we'll talk about the Hall of Fame. We'll do it real quick. Hall of Fame cards are going to be I'm not sure to say that. So these are the cards that are going to Hall of Fame for Priest. The Ashanai Soul Priest, Holy Fire, Shadow Form, Prophet Velen, big one there. Divine Spirit, even bigger. And Northshire Cleric. Holy crap, that's the big one. Because Priest is getting a whole new revamp, guys. So those cards are going to Hall of Fame. And they're getting replaced with some of these cards. Alright. We got Psychic Conjurer, Battlecry. Copy a 1 card in your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. It's a 1-cost 1/1. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that's just an early minion that can help you push for an early game for Priest. And this new meta for Priest, that could be good. Power Infusion of the 4-cost spell. Give a minion plus 2/6. I don't think this will see much play, to be honest. It's hard to tell because Priest is gaining a new identity, guys. So it's hard to say where this can fit. We've seen a card like this in Old Gods, and it didn't see much play unless it was in Arena. So I doubt we'll see much play here. This card, on the other hand, we'll see a lot of play. Cotiran Chaplain, 2-cost 2/3 rare. Give a minion plus 2 health. Hell yeah. Really good card. Scarlet Conjugator, 1-cost 2/1 rare. Battlecry, give an enemy minion -2 attack until your next turn. This is a really good stall card if you're going against a Zulok or maybe a Demon Hunter deck. You don't know. Crazy new card here. Shadow Word Ruin. Destroy all minions with 5 or more attack. Wow, what a card. For 4 mana, get rid of all minions. Now it doesn't include yours. But from what we've seen, this looks like a more different style Priest that won't be need as big minions in your deck. Plus, this is very good to get rid of very aggressive like token shaman decks and token druid decks. And finally, the new legendary Natalie's Sea Line, 8-cost 8/1. This is the part of the classic set. These are all part of the classic set now, guys. Battlecry, destroy a minion and gain its health. Wow. So that's like Vol'jin, kinda, but really strong because it's a much more late game version. It's kind of weird because this card is like way different from the other cards we've seen. Like all the other ones have been a lot more early game. I guess you could say Shadow Word Ruin isn't, but this one is kind of feels a little weird compared to the other ones. So now, with the Priest updates, some of the Priest cards are staying, but they're getting changes. Let's look at them. Power Word Shield is now 0 mana. And it gives a minion plus 2 health, but it doesn't draw a card. I think this is a very good change because now you don't have to worry. Like, Power Word Shield was just in every Priest deck. And now this is going to help make the class have more of a different identity. Shadow Word Death goes to 2 mana rather than 3. And that's probably because of Shadow Word Ruin, to be honest. The Holy Smite goes from is now 1 mana, but it deals 3 damage to a minion. No face for you. Holy Nova is a 4-cost spell. Overpowered, right? Nope. It deals 2 damage to all enemy minions. Alright. It still restores health to all friendly characters, but you only deal the damage to the minions. They're trying to get rid of this very face damaging Priest. They don't seem to like that identity, and I haven't either. Shadow Madness is a 3-cost spell now instead of 4. That's just better. That's just better, guys. That's it. Temple Enforcer, 5-cost 5/6. Battlecry, give a friendly minion plus 3 health. That's just better. That's just a much better card. And Thoughtsteal goes from 3 mana to 2, which makes this way better. So I'm really glad to see these changes for Priest. I think they're going to really, really help them in the long run. And bonus round, we're going to look at the Hall of Fame cards that, you know, they do every year. Starting with Leeroy Jenkins. Of course, we all saw this coming. I think a lot of people thought he would have been going last year, but he didn't. So, bye Leeroy. They mentioned about bringing him back in a new expansion, just in a different way, which I think would be a good idea. Mountain Giant. I love Mountain Giant, but I think it is time to see this one go. I just hate seeing this card play on turn 4 in Warlock and Mage, so I hate big Mage, so yeah. Mind Control Tech, I saw this going a mile away. I thought it would have gone last year, to be honest, but I'm glad it's leaving now. There's not a whole lot of cards that act like this anymore, so this style isn't really in Hearthstone as much, so yeah. Spellbreaker surprised me. It's a 4-cost 4/3 that silences a minion. They're getting rid of that. Looks like they're gonna try to introduce different versions of that throughout expansions. An Acolyte of Pain doesn't surprise me. 3 cost 1/3. This card is in every aggro deck because it's just good, and it's in a lot of warrior decks. So this does not surprise me, guys. These cards are very good changes to the game. So check out my next video where we talk about the Battlegrounds update, the rank change, and let's see, what else was it? And a new just all the rest of the information. And then I will also have a new video on the new expansion coming out. And then I will have a video also on what I think the Year of Phoenix is going to hold. Are you guys excited about the Demon Hunter class? I am. I think it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to play it. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Bye!